Morning students, Sai Ram. Let's begin with the next part of our history lesson number 7, Science and Technology, part 2. Now in part 1 children, we have learned about why the atomic research station was established, was formed, and at the same time what were its objectives. As we have seen that our first Prime Minister Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, he wanted to bring about scientific temper, and which in turn will help into the development of the country and progress of the country. So as a result, new inventions and new means of technology came into existence, and in this way we could see that at present we are enjoying the gift of the science and technology that has been provided to us, right? So now let's proceed with the next part, part 2. In the first part, as we have seen about the various atomic research stations, the NPCIL company which was formed. Now, India, when it took a first nuclear test at Pokhran. So, India successfully performed her first nuclear test at Pokhran in Rajasthan on 18th May 1974. So when was the first nuclear test was undertaken? On 18th of May 1974. Where? At Pokhran in Rajasthan. In consonance with the policy of using nuclear energy for peaceful purposes and for self-sufficiency. So as new inventions were made, then this technology would be used only for peaceful purposes. As we could see that this nuclear reactors were being used for the generation of electricity and also for water. Yes, so in this way we could see that the purpose, the objective of this new inventions, this nuclear technology was being made for the benefit of the country. So the first nuclear test as it was conducted at Pokhran in Rajasthan, and what was the main objective? The policy of using nuclear energy only for peaceful purposes and for self-sufficiency, to make India self-reliant, self-sufficient. The reason why India took this decision was China's nuclear capability and Pakistan's desperate efforts to acquire nuclear weapons with China's help. So what was the main reason why has India taken this nuclear test? Was because the China's nuclear capability. China was very well versed in nuclear test and also in the use of this nuclear weapons. So and what was Pakistan's aim was to, it was desperate in order to acquire those nuclear weapons with the help of China. So which in turn might create a danger for India. So as a result, India should also be self-sufficient and self-reliant in using these nuclear weapons. Dr. Homi Setna, the chairman of the Indian Atomic Commission, and Dr. Raja Ramanna, director of Bhabha Atomic Research Center, played a major role in conducting this nuclear test. So, in conducting the first nuclear test, Dr. Homi Setna, he was the chairman of the Indian Atomic Commission, and Dr. Raja Ramanna, he was the director of Atomic Research Center. They played a major role in conducting this nuclear test. Prime Minister Indira Gandhi took the decision of carrying out a nuclear explosion. So, the decision was taken by then Prime Minister Indira Gandhi to carry out a nuclear explosion. Pokhran was chosen on the basis of required criteria for the location of the nuclear test, far away from human settlement and no groundwater reserves. So why was Pokhran being selected as a place for nuclear explosion? Because as it was far away from human settlements. So also it was taken into consideration that if the nuclear test is undertaken, it should not harm to the human body. So as a result, as it was far away from human settlements and also no groundwater reserves were there, so Pokhran was selected as a place for nuclear test, for nuclear explosion. In 1974, when India carried out her first nuclear test at Pokhran, the USA refused to give India the technology for defense related fields. So, when the first nuclear test was being conducted at Pokhran, United States of America, it refused to give India the technology for defense related fields. So, such as space research communications and missile development. So, what did it refuse to give? The space research communications and also the missile development. So, as USA was very well versed in all this use of these things, India wanted USA to help India, but it refused to do so. As a result, India adopted a policy of developing its own missile development program. So, India, it adopted a policy, that means it should not be dependent on anybody. So, India adopted a policy of developing its own missile development program without depending upon USA. Thus, India joined the rank of nations like the USA and USSR, France, China and Germany, who had their own missile programs. So, India also joined the ranks of nations like these nations, USA, USSR, France, China and Germany. They were having their own missile programs. So, India also wanted to become self-reliant and self-sufficient, not to depend on anything for any other nations. So, they joined the rank of these nations. Okay. So, here you can see the place where the first nuclear test was conducted, that is at Pokhran in Rajasthan. Right? Now, after the first nuclear test was done, the second nuclear test was conducted on 11th of May 1998. India carried out its second nuclear test to prove its nuclear preparedness. Okay, so 3 tests were done on this day. So the second nuclear test was done on 11th of May 1998 and India carried out its second nuclear test to prove its nuclear preparedness, and on this day 3 tests were done. One of them was of the hydrogen bomb. Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee assured that there would be no first use of nuclear weapons by India. So out of the 3 tests, 1 test was of hydrogen bombs, and also Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee, he assured that India will never be the first to make use of the nuclear weapons. But the USA imposed economic sanctions on India immediately. So at that time, USA, it imposed economic sanctions on India as India had made use of the hydrogen bomb, right? So you can see here the second nuclear test, that is the hydrogen bomb test, which was conducted. Then now, as we know that India itself had started the missile development program. So Prithvi, in 1998, India successfully tested the missile Prithvi, and in 1989, the missile Agni. So in 1988, India successfully tested the missile Prithvi, and in 1989, the missile Agni. So these 2 missiles were tested. The entire world took note of India's program of developing nuclear missiles indigenously. So India was becoming self-sufficient by making its own missiles. So the entire world took note of this India's program. The integrated program was conceived by and carried out under the leadership of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. So this development of missiles was being carried out under the leadership of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Defense Research and Development Organization, that is DRDO, undertook the task of building the missiles. So who undertook the task of building the missiles? Defense Research and Development Organization, that is DRDO. So here you can see the missile Prithvi, okay, and Prithvi 1. So like this, 3 missiles of Prithvi, that is Prithvi 1, a surface to surface ballistic missile was given to the army. So Prithvi 1, which was a surface to surface ballistic missile which was given to the army. Prithvi 2 was given to the Air Force and Prithvi 3 was given to the Navy. Prithvi had the capacity of carrying the nuclear weapons of 500 to 1000 kg. So what was the capacity of Prithvi? 500 to 1000 kg. It could carry the nuclear weapons. Prithvi could travel a distance of 150 to 300 km due to the nuclear ballistic missile. So it could cover a distance of 150 to 300 km. This way, children, we have seen in today's class about how India undertook the nuclear test, that is first nuclear test and the second nuclear test. Also, in order to make itself self-reliant, the missile development program was undertaken, and wherein the assurance was given that India will never be the first to make use of the nuclear weapons. So in this way, we have seen that 2 missiles which were made under the guidance of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam by DRDO, and Prithvi 1, Prithvi 2 and Prithvi 3 were the missiles which were provided to the Army, Navy and the Air Force. Okay, so the other missiles which were formed, we will be learning in the next part of our lesson in our next class. Till then, thank you, children.